So, am I live now? I am live. Oh my god. I'm not so sure. I wanted to go live already. But anyway, who's around? It's 3:30 in England, and it means it's 11:30 at night in Singapore. I'm juggling so many time zones. And what's the time now in America? About 9 in the morning? Is it 6 hours behind or 4 hours behind? So I don't know. People are busy working and people are busy sleeping. And here I am busy blabbering away and feeling a little bit nervous actually at the moment. So if you are there, say hello to me. Hi Zion. Hi Aliyah. Thank you for joining me. Today I am going to share with you some stories, some history, some background, a bit of BBC documentary here going on, what I've been doing the last 1 year and my motivation for doing what I did the last 1 year, and yeah, and why I am really crazy nervous right now. I'm like, oh, I'm so nervous. I don't even know what to say, but actually I know what I'm gonna say. So basically, you know, for a lot of you, you guys know that for the last 1 year, I have crazily enough, besides homeschooling the kids, I have been writing a book. So I stopped working, I stopped taking on coaching clients, I stopped taking on counseling and therapy work because I feel like my message is bigger than my one-to-one practice could ever reach. So I had to do this. I had to, you know, I feel like I had to do this, like sit down, knuckle down and just do it. And of course, you know, I have a big reason for wanting to write this book, but the small reason is the impetus for me to actually sit back and just go, right, I'm gonna write this book, was I went to a business conference. And of course, one of the things they talk about when you look, oh, when you're building your wealth, when you're building your fortune for the future, is to have a system that makes you money even when you're sleeping. So of course, you know, we all know, well, maybe you know, like I know, that one of the things that can, you know, that you can earn on when you're still sleeping is having a bookstore that sells your book for you. So I may be sleeping in London, but the bookstore, Amazon in the US or Amazon in Australia, is selling my book, right? So that's one way I can earn money. So when I'm coaching clients one-to-one, I can only do it when I'm awake. I cannot be coaching at 3 in the morning with a client in the US. That means I have to stay awake, and then I'm going to be screwed if I don't have enough sleep, which I already don't normally anyway. So yeah, you know, like in the past, I'll be staying up a bit late in Malaysia, and I'm coaching a client in England, or I'm coaching a client in Gothenburg or in Russia somewhere, and then vice versa. When I'm here in London in the beginning, I was coaching someone in Singapore. So I never have enough sleep because I'm constantly staying awake for someone or other on the other side of the world. So during this business conference, I thought, you know, we sat and chat to other people, and we find out what everybody's doing, what kind of business they're making money in, and I thought, why haven't I written that book already? Why haven't I, hi Mike, why haven't I done something to share the message? I feel like it's bigger than me. So, well, that's it, the impetus was there, and then I met this guy who was farming out his book. It was a really cheesy book about relationship and things a woman needs to know to find her boyfriend or husband. And when I read the book, I thought, geez, it was so badly written. The grammar was bad. It was not well edited. And I'm thinking, if this guy can, you know, sell his books, can make money selling a book which I felt was a little bit of a low quality, then I'm thinking, I'm sure I can produce a much better quality than his book. Why am I not doing it? So that's it. Last year in January, I decided to sit back, take stock, and started emailing publishers and publishing consultant, editors, book coaching, you know, writing coach. And I told myself, this is it. Okay, let's see how I'm going to go on with this. So I emailed coaches, I emailed consultants, and I asked them, okay, this is my blog, this is my writing style, and what can I do to, you know, to to improve this. What can I do to make this book? Oh, thank you, Lyle. My accent is a bit strange. Anyway, so yeah, so I asked them, what can I do to improve my writing style, my writing skill? Is my blog writing style professional enough? Is it good enough for me to write a whole book? And then I give them a synopsis, a skeleton of the book that I've already written. Well, in my head, I said, you know, the chapters, what I'm gonna say, my messages, the main story that I want to share. And I asked them for their opinion, and they all said, you know, we love your blog, your writing style is really cool, keep it that way, keep to your friendly but very professional style. You know, you write as if you're talking, you know, like to a friend. You're not very condescending, you're not very very overly distant or professional. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna keep my writing, my blog style, but I'm gonna still keep it professional and have lots of data and everything else. So I started writing in February. Sorry, just I started writing in February last year, and I have not stopped you know, writing until about December just after Christmas. So I barely had any holiday. I was writing, I was always researching and thinking and you know, doing all these things besides home educating my kids. It was a nightmare. It was really difficult. It was not easy. But writing it, I did. I had a lot of help, of course, from my editors who I had two editors. One went through every chapter with me, and she's also my writing coach. So she gave me all the hard questions. She asked me all the tough questions. Even, I mean, I know as a life coach, that's what I do to my clients, and now she's doing it to me. She's asking me, you know, what are you going to write? What are you going to say? What is your message? You know, she asked me all the tough questions, and I cry, and sometimes I cannot sleep because I'm thinking, is it good enough? Is it good enough? Anyway. So by December, by Christmas, I shed a tear because it was kind of finished, and I sent it off in January to the senior editor, another lady, to go through the whole book from introduction to chapter 1, all the way to chapter 7, and all the bonus chapters at the back. And 2 weeks later, she came back with a couple of typos that I need to look at, which is not a big deal, and she gave me some more advice on how I can make it even more amazing, she says. But she said to me, Ernie, I've been an editor for 35 years, and if your book is not published by a main publisher, I'll be disappointed. Unfortunately, I'm going to self-publish for now. And she said to me, I'm pretty sure that your book will reach not Amazon but Times bestsellers list sooner or later. So based on her words, you know what, when I received that email, I almost cried because I didn't think such a big accolade would come from someone senior like that. But anyway, I wanted to share with you actually why I wanted to write this book. Even though a lot of you know me for many years as the belly dancer, as the belly dance therapist, as you know, as a holistic therapist. I work mostly with women. I help heal women's bodies through my dance therapy, through my hands, through massages. But I always realized that all these years I actually wanted to make people happy. I want to make people smile. I want to put joy in their heart. I want to make them I don't know, I want to make people just, you know, find happiness and love. I want to give people love. I'm such a mom, right? I'm so motherly. I just want to make everybody be so in love with themselves and find love all around them. So I wanted to share with you how I started on this journey, and it all started when I was 10 years old. When I was 10 years old, I bought my first psychological book, and it was How to Win Friends and Influence People. I read this book when I was 10 years old. And I remember I was in year 4 of school in Singapore, and I remember reading this book, and I thought, a lot of it is common sense. A lot of it is something which I felt shouldn't we all be practicing. A lot of it is about kindness, about empathy, about listening, about understanding. So this book started the journey into me wanting to study psychology, wanting to understand human behavior, wanting to understand human interaction. But it was not enough. I was still curious. I was still interested to find out more about how people deal with their personal life, and I was very interested in relationship because around the age of 10, God, I'm going to be so emotional. My mom went through her second divorce from my stepdad. And I can see she was hurting. And of course, it hurt me to see that my mother was not lucky in love. And as a very sensitive, empathetic 10-year-old, I wanted to know more why her marriage failed. Hi, Lama. Thank you for commenting. So I wanted to find out why my mom's marriage failed. And, you know, what can I learn from her life lesson? Why her marriage didn't work with my dad. And why her marriage with my stepfather didn't work out. So I thought, I need to learn some more. Oh my God, I'm such a crybaby, aren't I? Oh. Anyway, so I found another author later on by the name of Barbara DeAngelis, and she's written a lot of books about relationship and love, and a lot of things in there make sense to me. You know, and I thought, right, these are all the reasons why a lot of relationships fail. And then, of course, you know, you had John Gray later on, much later, writing about, you know, men are from Mars, women are from Venus, about why men and women are so different, blah, 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 you know, why we cannot connect, why we fall in love, why we get married, and all this whole shebang. And you know, and then later on over the years, you know, I got interested also in like the way we humans think from a neurological, from a social, anthropological point of view. So, for example, like this guy, you know, Robert Winston, you know, a very, very famous professor. He's the father of IVF, but he's also actually a neuroscientist. He talks about, you know, how the human minds work and why we do this, the things we do, what is our motivation and things like that. Hi, Joanna. Thank you. So, you know, and then I became even more interested in finding out how I myself can find happiness, and that's where I devised my blueprint to find my soulmate, my husband, Anders. And, you know, and it was not easy, of course. I had to think really hard from all these books I've learned to make this blueprint, to manifest this husband of mine. And of course, later on, you know, I still kept on reading about, you know, how to find happiness every day. And then, you know, I also come across books like this, Why Men Marry Some Women. And then another book, I can't find it here, like, you know, Why Bitches Get Their Men. And some of these books actually offend me. Words like bitches, and why men marry certain women and not some others. And I'm thinking, these books don't really help everyone. These books don't help every single sector of the community. You know, not everybody can connect with this book. You know, I don't know, like this book, for example. You know, not everyone who reads this and go, well, that's not really for me, is it? So I decided that when I write my book, I'm going to try and capture everyone that I know of. You know, so my book is actually, I try my best to include love, whether it's between a hetero couple or whether you're LGBTQ, means lesbian, bisexual, gay, transgender, or the queer ones, or indefinite. You know, you could be a man who loves a man, or a woman who loves a woman, or a man who loves a woman, man, whatever they identify with as their gender or as their sexuality. So for me, love has no sex, love has no gender. We are all capable of loving someone, and wanting to find that one person to love, I think, is the most powerful feeling ever. And I'm thinking, why can I want to help people get there, right? So that's why I decided to write this book. So my book will also cover, for example, you know, interracial marriages. You know, one of the reasons, I mean, we are in an interracial relationship, and I'm running that international mixed marriages group for almost 10 years now. So I've learned a lot. So interracial marriages, intercultural marriages, interfaith, and that's a very important thing. You know, the world's getting more global. The world's getting more mixed up. We travel a lot more. We have friends from, because of Facebook, I've got friends from Alaska, I've got friends in deepest part of Australia, I've got friends in Finland, I've got friends in Russia. So you have friends all over the world, and you never know where your soulmate is going to come from. You never know who's going to be your love out there, you know, beyond your own circle of friends. So I thought to myself, I must write a book that will speak to every level of society, whether you are poor or you're middle income, middle class, or whether you are super rich, stinking rich, you're a billionaire. Every one of us wants someone to love and be loved, right? Hi Maya, what do you think? You think it's true? All of us just wants to be loved. So so my book, I decided that also I will talk about racial differences, cultural differences to the way we approach love life, to the way we approach relationship. So, and I will also talk about sex. One of the fun chapter in there, which a lot of the reviewers who've read the initial early books were like, "Oh, we like the chapter on sex." I will also refer to sex for people who are of strong faith that virginity has to be saved until marriage. So yes, I will focus on people who don't have sexual relationship until they find the special someone in that relationship. So I will focus on that too. And at the end of the book, I will have this special, like special party trick, whatever, you know, special dating thing that you can ask your potential soulmate, your potential life partner. You know, some Q&A that you can learn to learn more about them. So anyway, so my book will be introduction and 7 chapters, very deep chapters. And if you don't know, hi Kellyanne, bonjour, je suis Singaporean. So yeah, so if you don't know, my book is actually called The Architect of Love. And the book will be using the analogy of a house to get you to think about building your own love home. You know, the person that you feel that when you hug them, you are home. You are at peace. You know, like when you've been traveling around, you've been going on a business trip, the moment you enter your door, your home, you just put your bags down and you just go, ah, I'm home. And that's what I'm trying to make you feel when you read my book. It is about you feeling home with your soulmate. So if you haven't already, please, I'm trying to raise funds because I am self-published. I will be self-publishing my book. I have decided my strategy will be I'm going to eschew all the publisher's office at the moment. I will self-publish. I'm going the route that 50 Shades of Grey has taken. She self-published a book, and once it's picked up a lot of orders, I will then, you know, let publishers maybe bid for my book. I don't know, but we'll see. So in order to self-publish my book, I would love for all of you, as much as possible, to share my link. Let all your friends know who are looking to learn more about themselves. So this book is not just about love, it is about communication. I'm going to teach you self-love skills and how to communicate with yourself and how to find out your thoughts, how to learn more about your potential partners and your relationship with your family and your friends. So it is a book on love and communication. So please communicate about my book to everyone you know who's looking, who's single, who's not happy, maybe in a relationship but they might not be happy, they're still looking for the way out or they're looking for answers. So please click on my link and share it with everyone you know. And if you like the idea of my book, I would love it for you to maybe pre-order. I don't need your donation, I don't need your money. I would like to give you a copy of my book with your order. So I will have Kindle book or like ebook copy. I will also have physical books like this, you know, physical book that you can order, and books that I will have pre-signed and given away with a postcard that I will give you some special messages. And I have also books that will come with coaching services and books that were already... thank you, Mike, for sharing. Thank you so much. I will also have a VIP session in London for you if you are interested to have a 2-hour heart-to-heart coaching, counseling session with me. And all I can tell you is my coaching style is very much based on NLP. So it's about the language of positivity and excellence. It's all about finding solutions. We don't dwell on your past. We don't care what negative things happened to you in the past. We will care in a way, but we will not dwell on them. We will find a way to get you out of this rut, to make you a better person today for your tomorrow. So please click on the link. I will put it at the bottom of this video. When I click end, I will send you the link to my Indiegogo page. Please let people know. I would love so much more help at the moment. It's a little bit quiet. I know most of you don't know who I am. Most of you don't know that I've written a book, but I spent a whole year working really, really hard, and I could do with some love at the moment so I can help you be happy. So with much love, I send to you from London this late in the evening. I hope I will see your name on my Indiegogo pre-order list. Bye.